Good morning, kindergarten students. How are you? I thought I'd send you another video of how your chicks are doing. Here's the Ameraucana chicks. They're still running around and eating and drinking and flapping their wings. Did you notice how big those feathers are getting? Here I'm going to show you a little bit of a slow motion clip of one of them jumping out of my hands. They're really growing some nice feathers. Here's our Cornish cross chicks. You can see they're also growing some nice feathers. This is the first tub of Cornish cross chicks. You can see that they're eating and drinking. Have you ever noticed how the chicks drink? We'll see if we can see one here. But they dip their beak in the water and then they lift their head up so that the water runs down, and that's how they drink. The Cornish cross are also getting some good feathers, not quite as good as the Ameraucanas. The ducks, even though they're older, are still not getting any feathers at all yet. But look, they drink exactly the same way. They dip their beak in the water and then they lift their head up so that the water runs down. And look what came in the mail on Wednesday. New turkeys. This is what I did right away. Is the first thing I did is weighed the turkeys. And then when I put them in their bin, I have to dip their beak in the water so that they know where the water is. But they drink just like the chicks. They put their beak in the water and then they lift their head up so the water runs down their throat. This is what the chicks look like in my backyard. All the tubs all lined up, all the turkeys and chickens and ducks right next to each other. And it's cold enough at night that I have to put a blanket on to keep them warm. Well, this is what our graph looked like when we ended on the video I sent you Wednesday. The Ameraucanas were 69 grams, the Cornish cross 115, and those ducklings were 138. The Ameraucanas grew from 69 to 76, and by yesterday evening they were up to 85 grams, so they're still growing well. The Cornish cross grew from 115 to 134, and then by yesterday they were 152 grams. So you can see they're still growing very fast, faster than the Ameraucanas. The ducklings grew from 138 to 157. Then by yesterday they were up to 171 grams. It looks like those Cornish cross may catch up with the ducklings again. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so our turkeys came in the mail, and turkey eggs are even bigger than duck eggs. How much do you think those turkeys weighed when they came? Do you think they were as big as the Cornish cross or bigger? Or they were just a little bit bigger. They weighed 49 grams, while the Cornish cross, when they hatched, weighed 47 grams. So they're starting out just a tiny bit bigger. But on their first day of eating and drinking, they grew 10 grams up to 59. So this is what our chart looks like now. How much do you think they'll grow over the weekend? Do you think they grow every day, or do you think sometimes they rest? We'll have to wait and find out. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.